So I'm here with Heena, the head of strategy for SOCIALEYEZ. So tell us a little bit about your overall role, and then we'll dig into that.
Well, I started at the age of 22 in SOCIALEYEZ. It was super intimidating to start that young. I started as, I believe, a junior account executive. And then I moved into strategy because I realized that's what I wanted to thrive. And then now I have my own department.
So there is definitely, I would say, like a passion that you would chase when you're younger, and it kind of like grows into your future role.
Exactly. And I think what's been great about, I think anyone who's been with a small to medium-sized agency and watched them grow, is that you're going to realize that the opportunity to grow, the opportunity to take big leaps in your careers is a lot easier to find you than there are with bigger companies. And I feel like with SOCIALEYEZ, I was able to find like what I wanted to do and really live and breathe that.
How was your journey shaped, and how did you shape SOCIALEYEZ as well?
I think one of the best things I've enjoyed about SOCIALEYEZ is the way people champion each other.
Yeah.
We have like 50% women in the leadership team. It's amazing because we just cheer each other on.
Yeah.
We're not competing. We love each other. We always try and lift each other up. And I think that sense of camaraderie came because we all grew up together.
Yeah.
The thing that I hope I brought to the table is kind of this sense of curiosity and innovation in everything that I touch. I always believe being a lifelong learner, so I try and lead my team with that sense of curiosity. I want people that I work with, my leaders, my team, my peers, to always ask questions. And never feel like it's enough.
True.
That's where I feel like I thrive.
And I think that's also like part of the culture in SOCIALEYEZ. Like, don't be afraid to ask.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think, we've been doing so many amazing things with Gen Z. I have a Gen Z team member, and he's been so fun and instrumental in making me look at things differently.
Sure.
But it's important to give people space to ask these questions. It's important to hold that space for our next generation, for the people just starting out. Because like I said, I started at 22, and I want everyone else to feel that sense of comfort to grow.
How has your role evolved? And how does it keep you to get, the inspiration for more strategies? And how do you actually know which strategy would work for who?
I mean, what was interesting is we shaped our philosophy over the course of years. And I think one of the things we were built on is insight, strategy, and creativity. So while I try and do my strategies in a different way, I feel like that's now inbuilt in me. I first want to do the research. I want to understand the brand or the entity I'm working on. I will know when I'm working on different clients what would work for them. We have a brilliant creative team of over like 150 people. Like, they're the ones who help me bring it to life. And that's why SOCIALEYEZ is so awesome. And that's how we're able to deliver such amazing work for our clients.
That's amazing. And it's really inspirational to know that you rely on other generations' feedback, even though sometimes we tend to like, but my experience kind of helps, but I would like to see it from a different perspective or a fresh look.
I agree. And I think growing up so young into this industry, I've understood that it's the youth that shapes how social media is evolving. And it's important to acknowledge that, because while we're all consuming it, the trends are being led by a different generation. So whether I like it or not, I have to understand what drives them, what they're focused on. And only then can I use that in my strategies and make it worthwhile.
Your participation in WETEX, WETEX is exclusively for, like electricity, for water, for like anything innovational. How does SOCIALEYEZ participation in this kind of exhibition kind of lead the way into how digital marketing should be?
I think one of the things we've done for a long time is we've had such amazing government energy clients on our portfolio. And our participation here was supposed to signify that we get you, that we have been communicating on your behalf for so long. We understand why these conversations are ingrained in your strategies. As part of that, and as part of this participation this year, we're making our own commitment as SOCIALEYEZ to be better with our ESG policies. And we want to be better with the employees. We want to be better with the community we're serving in. And we want to be better for our clients. The participation really signifies the role we played in helping them communicate this. But now it's time for us to kind of have our own space here and say the ESG space ourselves.
And basically answer any questions that people would be wondering if they want to incorporate SOCIALEYEZ to carry on the digital aspect.
Exactly. Because, tomorrow I'm going to be doing my keynote, and there's a big part in that conversation where I wanted to discuss how important is it to have these amazing policies as a business versus communicating them.
Yeah.
And Socialize is that piece of the puzzle that helps our clients communicate the ESG on digital media. It's a platform that more and more people are reaching before they see something in the press. So absolutely, it's the first line of defense to be able to share your impact as a business. And I think it's so important that we're doing this, and it's so important to show people that we're committed to this.
When it comes to summing up the strategy for Socialize, what, in one word or two, what would it be?
Impactful. That's the word that I always come back to. We talked about insight, strategy, creativity. Ultimately, we're all about actually being able to share our impact with our clients. If we're working on a campaign, if we're working on an idea, if we're working on anything, we want that impact to be seen, to be felt, to be heard by our clients. And I think that's something we really, really strongly stand for. And I don't think any other agency does it the way we do it.
What was the best moment, I would say, in your career where you were like, I am so proud of this moment? Like in Socialize, what you've done, what you've accomplished, like, give me one moment. I know there's a lot. Just give me one.
Oh my goodness, that's a hard question. It's actually not a moment with Socialize. It's a moment because of Socialize. A couple of months ago, I did a conversation with Metra, and I was talking about inclusion and diversity. And for the first time ever, I went in as a social media specialist. I tried to strip away any designations and just focus on who I wanted to present myself as. And again, I was in a classroom full of students as well as some of my industry experts. And I was talking about a topic that I'm passionate about. It had nothing to do with strategy. I was talking about diversity, inclusion, equity. And I really, really strongly believe in these things. And I just realized if I hadn't been given that voice at 22, I wouldn't feel comfortable expressing these things the way I do right now. And that was the moment it really hit me, the impact this company has had on me and my careers.
If you want to say one word for the future of Socialize,
we're ready to make big changes in the way we do things. We're ready to take big leaps in changing the way we do things. And I think that's how we want to present ourselves to our clients. We're going to innovate. We're going to disrupt anywhere and everywhere we go.
So watch out, world. Socialize is on the run.